Introducing first, from Sin City, Nevada, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is the Devil Daddy, Anthony Riviera, and top team partner, the Type 1 Warrior, Ray Schwaytek.
The Type 1 Warrior, Ray Schwaytek, looks less than enthused with Devil Daddy's treatment of him. Is that a fishnet shirt he has underneath? No, sure. He's got devil horns for Type 1.
Oh, and look, Skylar, they flash.
You see, he's spending money on you, kid.
Type 1 Warrior does not look pleased.
And the devil horns fell right off, and I think they want to be on Ray Schwaytek's head about as much as he wants them there.
Devil Daddy's taking that role and nickname a little too seriously here.
Well, he's wanting to bring out another side of Mr. Schwaytek here. So long he's just been the lovable, pretty face, the Type 1 Warrior. And perhaps Devil Daddy doesn't think that he's been quite vicious enough to really accomplish something here, to really stay in the win column here in BPW.
Anthony Rivera is a very impressive athlete with a few quirks. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, quirks is a much more television appropriate word than what I would use.
Family friendly.
Yes.
I can tell you it's
85 pounds from Raleigh, North Carolina, Mr. Every Night, his top team partner.
Well, we see one half of JK Pop out here, Skylar, but as you see, we're one half of JK Pop short.
Where's Johnny Casanova at?
We got Mr. Every Night, Caden Koyama in the ring and demanding the microphone.
Greeley, Colorado, what's happening? That's funny you should mention that, because after last month, trust me, brother's hot. Brother wishes he could be here, but brother had an emergency. So unfortunately, this isn't the JK Pop show like it normally is. It's Mr. Every Night, Caden Koyama. Well, hold on with that. I'm not that stupid. I thought this through, because I see what you're capable of, and I can see you're on a terrible path. But if you want to keep it up, so be it. That said, I got a surprise for you boys. JK Pop rolls deep. We're all about bringing up the next generation in professional wrestling. So I brought with me a big, bad powerhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my boy, Cookie Wright.
Well, looks like Caden Koyama needed to find a partner in a pinch, and it looks like he found that in Mr. Cookie Wright.
Of course, some of the best and brightest coming up under the tutelage of JK Pop. And when you have a bank of the next generation, how much of a coup is that for you? Or how much of a boon is that to your career that Koyama would put his faith in you to stand by his side in place of Johnny Casanova, even if for one night?
A lot of faith in youngster Cookie Wright. I've been lucky enough to follow the early career of Cookie. Cookie is an explosive, high-energy competitor that's sure to not only wow his competitors, but wow the faithful here in attendance at the Greeley Rec Center.
And you see Rivera taunting Cookie right there, only to tag in Ray Schwaytek.
You know how I know that the Devil Daddy doesn't care about the Type 1 Warrior?
How so?
Because he didn't give tape over his nipples like he did his own. He's going to chafe in that fishnet, Skylar.
He absolutely is. You know, rumor is that it's actually illegal to have exposed nipples in Colorado in the entertainment arts, so technically Koyama is in violation too.
Well, Cookie Wright showing off that power that I was talking about there. Another nice, solid tie-up.
You know, one thing I can really appreciate about Swiatek is there's no fear in this kid. Never has been. Known him for a few years now, and kind of reminds me a lot of Jay Camacho. You know, not the biggest guy out there, but even though he's facing people twice his size, no fear in the approach.
Definitely doesn't back down from a challenge. Right now, Cookie Wright,
I think he might have been backing down from that fishnet shirt there as the Devil Daddy's forcing him to wear, and he's trying to fight out of this waist lock by Cookie Wright.
Cookie Wright showing off that power. Nice waist lock, and Type 1 Warrior able to get up, and look at that. Right in the center of the ring.
Full Nelson, but is this a different dynamic for JK Pop? Because I've always known JK Pop to be a speed is their thing. Now you have speed of Koyama plus the power of Cookie Wright. Does this put anything else, a different perspective into play perhaps for this tag team?
Well, I mean, it's going to throw Type 1 Warrior and the Devil Daddy off as they weren't prepared for the competitor that Cookie is. You know, either or whatever that might be.
Absolutely, Cookie maintaining firm control of that headlock on Ray Swiatek.
That nice form, nice positioning.
Hammerlock counter. And you can see the tutelage of JK Pop paying off. As Cookie
look at
looks
that
to counter.
Trying to use that power that you were talking about earlier, Skylar.
Absolutely. Trying to lift him up. Almost in a bear hug position now as he shoots him off into the ropes. Powerful shoulder tackle sends Type 1 Warrior all the way to the mat.
A lot of confidence in Cookie Wright. Look at the smile across the face of the youngster.
When you come up under the watchful eye of JK Pop, how can you not step in there and be confident? Anthony Rivera showing a little frustration with the last-minute substitution as Cookie showcasing the power, slamming Swiatek down to the mat.
With authority.
Absolutely, into the rope. Big tsunami splash. Into the cover for one. It's good for a 1 count. I think it's too early to try to put the guy away.
Rivera looks to be beside himself, as Cookie Wright is really putting on a very impressive debut here at BPW.
Absolutely, Caden Koyama watching on and student in approval from the corner. Ready for the tag in case he thinks that he doesn't have it. As the chin lock is applied by Cookie onto Swiatek.
Referee Arias doing a great job making sure no shenanigans, no chokeholds.
Ray trying to fight out of the hold, summoning the strength from the fans cheering for him. Elbows to the stomach of Cookie Wright.
Type 1 fighting out. What a knee. Almost taking the big man off his feet.
That caught him right on the chin, just like that super kick caught him on the jaw.
And still, look, Cookie Wright is up, but for how long?
I think Cookie might want to consider tagging Koyama in.
He's within arm's reach. You're right, that would be a wise maneuver.
Taking out the knee of the big man.
Finally able to get him down.
Now that he's down, of course, Anthony Rivera wants in.
Tag into Rivera and his nipple coverings. What is he doing?
Using Swiatek as a weapon. Irish whip into Cookie before following up with a splash.
Oh, and Rivera completely unhinged now.
Rivera got caught.
Caught mid-air, Skylar.
STO out of mid-air. And now in comes Koyama.
Koyama, the fresh of the two. And the most skilled, the most...
Sending it back into the corner.
The most seasoned. Look at that. Just brutal attack from Mr. Every Night.
Yeah, Rivera brings his own few years of experience, to say the least, to the table. I think say he's on par with Koyama.
This is that tag team expertise. You notice these quick tags. As long as Cookie listens.
Koyama wants back in after he literally just tagged out.
And look at this. Wonderful tag team maneuver here, or tag team cohesion, I should say, between young Cookie and Koyama.
Do you think that's what it's going to come down to? Both of these as a mentor and a mentee. How much the mentee can listen to their teacher.
I mean, I think that it could absolutely come down to that, and if that's the case.
Double back elbows, and I don't know if these two have tagged before, but Koyama and Cookie showing, as you mentioned, great cohesion.
This is the first time these two have ever teamed together, so.
They have a great amount of synchronicity that they are showing, and I'd like to say gelling better as mentor and mentee than Rivera and Switek.
Well, they're definitely more on the same page. Tag into Koyama.
Well, perhaps it helps that Koyama's not forcing his mentee to wear fishnet shirts. As Koyama with a snapmare, taking control of Rivera here. Leg drop right across the throat, into the cover.
Classic Koyama, 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Again with those frequent tags.
I think we're...
Oh,
make a wish!
Make a wish, Skyler.
Oh, that hurting the groin of Rivera there with that wishbone by this variation of JK Pop here.
Causing damage, or maybe does the Devil Daddy like it just a little bit?
Absolutely, as a chin lock applied by Cookie.
Look at that vicious side of Cookie Right.
Well, when you learn from Johnny Casanova and Kate Koyama, you're absolutely going to be vicious in the ring.
Taking your concentration and your eyes off your opponent, big mistake.
Absolutely, the experience of Rivera coming into play, and he thinks he's going to suplex the big man.
Cookie with the block. Rivera trying to soften him up, but no, another one.
Rivera can't get him up, but Cookie can get Rivera up and use his own idea against him. And that smile on the face of Cookie as he knows that he's firmly in control of this match.
Hooks the leg, 1, 2, this is no.
Only a 2 count.
What kind of example would the Devil Daddy be for Type 1 Warrior if Cookie Right were able to make the pin?
Not a very good one, and I don't know how much longer Ray Switek would be going along with the unorthodox training methods of Devil Daddy.
Double Irish whip, what do these guys have planned?
Clotheslines. Elbow drop by Koyama.
Doing a great job cutting the ring in half, making sure the Devil Daddy can't make that tag.
Absolutely. Devil Daddy, more experience as a singles competitor. Koyama, a legend in Colorado tag teams here. Koyama definitely passing that knowledge on to his student Cookie as they have worked expertly together to keep Rivera away from Switek. But I think they may be.
And a tag into
Hope
Cookie.
here as Cookie.
No, Cookie able to break it up.
Cutting off Rivera. Elbow drop, shades of his mentor Koyama.
Cookie jaw jacking with the Type 1 Warrior.
Now rear chin lock grounding Rivera. Rivera needs to make a tag in a bad way.
Cookie keeping in constant communication with Koyama. And that is the big difference between these two teams.
Yes, these two talking to each other. Switek and Rivera, not so much.
You see Type 1 Warrior trying to get these fans behind the Devil Daddy.
Absolutely.
Oh, a shot to the throat.
Hey, by any means necessary, yeah. Tag into Koyama. Koyama trying to, and does, keep Rivera away from Switek. JK Pop having their way, or I guess JC Pop having their way with Anthony Rivera here. Chop right to the chest. Rivera landing in the laps of the fans here.
And I know you would say you can't win the match on the outside of the ring, and I promise Kate and Koyama fully aware. This is to cause pain and destruction on their opponent. Damage is done, rolling him back in. Just got to make that pin. Koyama instead going for a submission.
In the middle of the ring, that's a kind of combination of a STF there and a chin lock.
The ring position expertly stouted out right in the center of the ring. Devil Daddy unable to make it to the ropes. Oh, but well, look at that overpowering Koyama kicking him off.
Wow.
This could be the opening he needs. Koyama just on him like a shark. Stomping away at the Devil Daddy. Devil Daddy's going to need to get himself to the corner if he wants or has a chance here.
Ducking the line. It's two running. Oh, and same idea again. And pro wrestling's never a good idea as Koyama and Rivera take each other's heads off.
Both of these young competitors trying to urge on their mentors who, if either, will be able to make the pin or the tag first, rather.
Rivera is right there. Finally gets a tag to Ray Swiatek as he is in. The rookie's in, now going to show their mentors what they got. Swiatek with the high knee, another high knee.
Both youngsters relatively fresh.
Big elbow to the face.
Oh, what a shot. Nice
If this
knee.
pays off for Ray, we're going to start calling him Pretty Boy Floyd.
I'm sure he's going to love that.
As Cookie has him up. Ray with the ropes trying to prevent what's sure to be a big move there. And he's got to be careful. He might go over the top rope or hit the referee. Cookie losing his balance, dropping Ray there in the corner.
Type 1 Warrior doing everything he can to fight out.
Big crossbody, no good on a powerhouse like Cookie. He
Cookie
just
caught
got
him.
Caught.
Don't get you caught with your hand
On
in the cookie
shoulder
jar.
again. Big running power slam, and that could be it. What the hell?
Unable to make the pin.
There's a chair in the ring now.
What is the Devil Daddy doing? Right in front of the referee. Come on.
Look out.
No, turn around, turn around.
Chair shot.
Right
Chair
to the
shot.
head. Come on. Behind the referee's back. Referee didn't
Koyama
even see
fighting
it.
Rivera off.
You know, I'm not even sure.
Cookie is not moving.
I'm not even sure the Type 1 Warrior knows what just happened.
I don't think he does either as he makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Rivera and Swiatek steal this one. And I
your
don't
winner
think
of the
that
match,
Rivera's young
the
mentee there knows what happened. That was a shot straight to the skull that rattled Cookie.
Type 1 Warrior looks confused right now. He had no idea what just happened with the chair. But as a competitor, you're going to go make that pin regardless.
Absolutely. You're out there to do one thing, and that's win. So Ray Swiatek, best shirt and all. Or Pretty Boy Floyd, I guess, now.
I guess we wait to see what does the next chapter hold for the Devil Daddy, for the Type 1 Warrior. Will the Type 1 Warrior get tape on his nipples too?
There's only one way to find out, and that's to stay tuned here to BPW. This is Defiant. We are going to be back on August the 30th, making our Colorado Springs